Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for the week of April 29th. We've got a little bit of news on Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We got the big trailer for Armored Core 6 and a few other things. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with this this Star Wars news because this Jedi Survivor has been kind of the talk of the town the last week, and not necessarily good talk either. So if you haven't heard, one, I gotta fix my camera here real quick, and two, Star Wars Jedi Survivor came out and isn't doing so well. So again, for those who don't know, the characters in the game, the story of the game, the combat in the game, the like pure elements of the game are absolutely fantastic. But the game runs like garbage on pretty much every system, PC even worse in particular. And so EA and Respawn released a statement that they're basically working on it. But yeah, it's a darn shame. There's been something happening in PC gaming over about the last 6 to 8 months. There's been a lot of PC games that have come out in a very, very poor state. And I haven't really seen a reason on why. It just started to happen and it just seems to be getting worse. But there is a very popular YouTube channel called Digital Foundry, and they're kind of the experts in breaking down what is wrong with video games. So they did a very good video on Jedi Survivor. So if you want to know what's happening with that game, I would encourage you to check out their video. But it's a problem that cannot be fixed by, doing changes in the game, lowering your graphic settings. It might give you a little bit of stability and performance here and there, but it's just issues with the game. And as I mentioned, it's not just PC. I know a lot of the reviewers that I saw talked about their PS5s crashing a bunch and just performance issues. And yeah, it's a darn shame for what is actually like a really good game. So yeah, hopefully they can get it fixed here in the next couple of weeks, and then, everything will be fine. But kind of crazy. I will say, for anybody who wants to see what the game looks like, I do have a first look video posted on my YouTube channel, so make sure you take a look at that. The next story that we'll get into, for those who don't know, the developers behind Genshin Impact released their next game, and it's called Honkai Star Rail. And that game got 20 million downloads in one day. That's pretty insane. Considering that most games that come out, if they hit 2-3 million in sales, that's considered like a great success. Got 20 million in one day. Now, one thing that's a little bit interesting about this game, for those who haven't been keeping up, this is a little weird. It's a single-player JRPG that's completely free to play. And it has the budget of a AAA game. And we'll actually watch a trailer for this game here in just a couple minutes. But the game, full story, voice acting, turn-based combat, it looks absolutely fantastic. But they're essentially taking the monetization system from Genshin Impact and doing that monetization system in a single-player game. So that's how they're making their money. It's just there's microtransactions. And if you kind of know what a JRPG is with turn-based combat, it's like you have your good guys on one side, the bad guys on one side, and you go back and forth. So one of the ways that they're making money on this game, again, very similar to Genshin, is you'll have your core team of heroes that you'll collect or get throughout the game. And in their monetization, you're actually able to buy more heroes. Interesting way of doing it for a free-to-play game. But yeah, I plan to check this out at some point. I have it installed and ready to go, but there's just so many games coming out, it's hard to squeeze something in. But I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's also doing very, very well on Twitch. So, yeah, we could have another winner on our hands. And then the final story of the day, and this is almost not really a story, but Sony confirms that more PlayStation games are coming to PC. Again, no surprise there. We have Spider-Man, Uncharted, Horizon, Returnal. A bunch of them have come over to the PC in the past year and a half or so. And again, speaking of performance issues, about half the games they've ported have been just having a real rough time. But once they get everything up and running, all these games are absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the picture here, Ghost of Tsushima, is the game that's on the top of the list that people want over on the PC, because Ghost of Tsushima is really, really good. And so hopefully that is the next game they port over, or at least in their top 5. So we'll see. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is so good. All right, let's go ahead and jump into trailers. Since there's 1,000 games coming out, we'll do all the launch trailers first. We're going to go ahead and start out with the launch trailer for Redfall.
Vampires, cultists, psychic phenomena. Never seen anything like it.
This is not the Redfall I remember.
Ever forward! No one is coming to help you. There is no death for us. It's the 4 of us against the darkness.
No matter how many you kill, there will always be more. You wish you were one of us. Oh, you'll wish for it when you die.
Nice remix.
Presence of a god.
Hopefully that game's good. It's gonna be on Game Pass. Just to mute that for a second. So the plan is I will be streaming that on Saturday. But yeah, the review embargo should be probably tomorrow morning, I think, if it comes out. Well, actually, no. The second is... Let me look here. Yeah, the second's Tuesday. So yeah, the embargo should be tomorrow, I would think. So we'll see what people are saying about it. Cool stuff. All right, next, we have the launch trailer for The Last Case of Benedict Fox in 4K. Here we go. I think this is also on Game Pass.
What happened?
that portal, but I am willing to risk everything to find out.
I am still weak, but I am here, Benedict.
It's strange to admit, but I felt kind of lost without your voice.
Really nice
inside my
art
head.
style in this.
Sort of empty.
Side-scrolling adventure game.
Corners of this place. This misfortune was not one that I savored here. I had grown accustomed to my prison. To you, Benedict. Failure is the first teacher of champions. We are doomed together, Benedict.
That looks all right. All right, and our final launch trailer. This is for Stranded: Alien Dawn. This is actually a game that we saw last year during some of the E3 stuff. I think it's an open world survival game. A little bit of base building. Fighting some bugs. Oh yeah, I heard that this game is like RimWorld 2.0 kind of. Or RimWorld with better graphics. A mech. Cool. Yeah, I have that on my wish list. Might check it out if we have time. All right, earlier I mentioned this new game from the Genshin devs, Honkai Honkai Star Rail. So here is a trailer for that game if you've never seen it. Very Persona-esque.
Star-flung trailblazers. Welcome to Honkai Star Rail. Disembark into a world teeming with possibilities. Here, you will set out on a perilous journey. You will listen to the pulse of disparate planets and explore the alcoves of every tale. Your travels will bring hurdles to be mastered, as the footprints you leave behind shed light onto strange lands. After the curtain is pulled back, you'll be sure to encounter companions from all walks of life. Rest easy. This is a journey shared. And we can't promise there won't be any turbulence. But fear not. Though the road ahead may be fraught with danger, it is with reliable friends and competent allies that we find the strength to forge ahead. This is the distant horizon before you. Stories that await the power of your choices. May this journey lead us starward.
So there you go. PlayStation. All right, next up, we have an official trailer for Aliens Dark Descent. If there's any Alien fans in chat, let's take a look.
We don't know what is happening on the surface of this planet. Those creatures aboard Pioneer. Someone was trying to smuggle them out. We have to warn Earth.
We save everyone we can. We're Marines. That's the job.
Gather a security team and come with me.
McDonald just linked in. Told us you'd be stirring up trouble. Again.
That thing's still out there.
The dock crew and cargo bay 4 are dead.
Dead? That's not funny.
How many of those things are there?
Deploying sentry gun! Fire! Bring it down!
Cerberus protocol activated.
Very XCOM-y. Like, very XCOM. June 20th. Do not release any more games in June. We can't handle it. There's already too many games in June. And Summer Game Fest. All right, the final trailer of the day is the big one. From Software, we have...
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
I've never played one of these, but I also think the last one came out a long time ago. So this is almost like them starting over.
One of the infamous Handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
A coral response from the generator. Watch out.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
August 25th. Within like a couple of weeks of Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. So, again, congratulations to the developers on putting all the games out at the same time. I don't know why they keep doing this to us, chat. It's crazy. But I'd like to see some actual gameplay. I think there was some gameplay in there, but they have the interface removed and you can't really tell. On these like super high-end AAA games, you can't tell the difference between their cutscenes and their gameplay anymore, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, that looks potentially good. I mean, From Software, they're one of those companies that puts out really, really good games. So, cool stuff. For those who are watching on YouTube, we'll wrap up the video right there. So, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.